from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Can't hit from in close.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Oh, good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Mitchell. A stupendous finish in traffic. Mitchell's got the lead up to 11 now for Pittsburgh.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Now the dish to Evans. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Feeds to Mitchell. Olic. And it's sent back by Amundsen. And so it looks like Pittsburgh will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
The Rockets making a switch here. A three off the inbound. And again, it's Pittsburgh with a three.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rockets trail by 12. Ripped away. In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. A three ball. The Rockets pull it in. The three-pointer, no good.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Down low, out to Miller. Pittsburgh working the ball around. For the three, buries it from three-point range. He's got 8.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. To the left wing. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds in this game. From past the arc, and again, it's Pittsburgh with a 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Rockets trail by 18. Evans outside. Looking to end the run. Count it. Evans has got 4 points now in the quarter.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
44 seconds left to play in the third. Covered by Miller. This one for 3. That shot missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
You've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Mitchell outside. The tray. Miller, no up. From deep three-point territory. No good on. that one. And it's Pittsburgh holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Rockets trail by 18. We've got Bridges. And it's Bates in at the power forward position. Now Amundsen. And out of bounds as Pittsburgh gains possession. And Pittsburgh with the possession here. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. On the wing, Bridges. Here's Hunt. It's good from long range. Hunt's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Pittsburgh.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Amundsen. He kicks to Jop. They double him with Wall. To the middle. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Brown.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Pittsburgh leading by 18. Passes it to Bates. Buries it down low.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Kicks it to Amundsen. No good on the 3. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Pittsburgh. Players we know get mic'd up now, Steve, so we can get some insight to their talking on the floor or on the bench. How would that have gone over in your day?
Well, you know, Kevin, we got mic'd up. I did not like it. You felt funny having just extra stuff that you had to carry around. But I love to hear the communication that goes on in the game now, sitting on this side.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Amundsen. Oubre pulls it in. Pittsburgh leading by 22. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And here are the Rockets. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Can they get it? A second chance effort. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Here's Bates on the wing, Bridges. From outside the arc. Bates, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
To the paint. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Hunt the pass to Oubre. Bridges outside. Wall sets a screen for Bridges. That one doesn't drop. So it's the Rockets now. Okoro wide open. He fires. Here's Amundsen. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Pittsburgh.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
On the wing, Bridges from downtown hits the three-point bomb.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 24.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Inside. Pass to Bates. Fires for three. And again, it's Pittsburgh with a three.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And he comes up with the deuce. Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Pittsburgh leading by 23. And here's Miller. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And the Rockets with possession here. Evans outside. Here is Amundsen. Covered by Mitchell. From past the arc, Pittsburgh pulls it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Knocked loose, and so it looks like Pittsburgh will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The first free throw is good.
The Rockets. Speedy. 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
.143 left to play in the final quarter. Down low. Can't get it to fall. And here's Houston. There's the pass to Evans. Knocks it loose. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Pittsburgh.
getting as one-sided as it gets today. You know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. With the fadeaway. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
The defense has no answer for him right now.
There's 49 seconds left in the 4th. To the inside. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Here's Miller. From down in the low post, it goes.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
He was all alone on that one.
3.
Here's Miller. There's 21 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Down low, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
The D totally forgot to mark him, and as a result, he put them on a poster with that dunk.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Houston. Evans at the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe. Puts up a deep 3. No good. So it's Pittsburgh picking up the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in as we leave you with the New Balance Player of the Game.